Yeah, we might get kind of under the way. We've got about 40 minutes here to kind of really tackle in the healthcare industry, where we think it's going, technology, and of course the theme of the conference, workforce success, and how we're all doing that in all our very different ways. Myself, I work at Tanda. I work with our healthcare arm there, everything from aged care, pharmacy to your medical centers, hospitals, healthcare, and really kind of getting Tanda in there. And it is the workforce is a big issue. There's a lot of challenges there, and that's what we kind of solve or try to help our clients with. I'll kind of pass it on now. A question for each of you. Marcus, where do you think, broad question, but where do you think technology is going in the healthcare industry relating to workforce success? And just a little bit about yourself and
Just make sure this is on, yep. So a little bit about myself firstly. Surgical Partners is the business that I founded a few years ago. We work with medical practices, so GPs, specialists and dentists, to integrate their revenue with accounting systems. And part of that is dealing with the clinical workforce, so the part of the workforce that can bill the likes of Medicare and the health funds, and ensuring they get paid their share of billings very accurately, and that those share of billings are then accounted for in the accounting system. So it's sort of a back-end solution for the back end of the healthcare value chain for that part of the market. So obviously get a lot of insight into workforce success for the actual clinicians. And clearly we're a technology solution that is delivering that. We're very exposed to practice management systems as well, running that part of the healthcare space. We don't have much to do with pharmacy or aged care, some of the sectors you mentioned before. But we do have a lot of connection with the practice management systems, and we see a lot of the drivers of technology change in those systems, both in the systems themselves and at a national level. And clearly one of the big drives around technology implementation nationally is the My Health Record, which is a government push that's cost over $2 billion to date for the last 10 years, and most likely going to cost another $2 billion over the next 10 and get similarly marginal results, most likely. And part of that drive is to make clinical data interoperable and therefore leverage the data sets to help inform clinical decisions, to make, the workflow of clinicians who are delivering healthcare more efficient. And I think that is still in its very, very early stages. I think there's a lot of natural resistance to that, mainly because doctors are a little resistant to give up their patient records they've built up over time and to make those fluid and available to everybody. There's a natural commercial resistance to that. If you're a practice management system vendor, you'd be resistant to that as well, because as soon as you make your systems interoperable and fluid, then it's very easy for your customers to move to another system. And so there's a lot of sort of inbuilt resistance, commercial inbuilt resistance to, enabling technology to make workforces more efficient. So that's very much from a clinical perspective, because that's my background. And just a final point before I finish is, we do work with Tanda quite a lot out there in the market, being another integration solution amongst many other good things. Integration solutions for accounting. And so, we are actively out there advising clients on adopting technology like Tanda to, clearly make their workforce management more efficient for the administrators and non-clinical workforce in their business as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You touched on the My Health Records, and I remember I went to a CEDA talk, the Committee of Economic Development Australia, a little while ago, Tim Kelsey was there, and it was interesting seeing. Obviously, he's the one running that program, and now they're up to the stage where they have to run an opt-out campaign. So, citizens, we have to opt out if we don't have health records online, but then you do run a massive advertising campaign for that. So, definitely interesting. All right, Dina, do you want to share a bit about yourself, what you do at VMore, and yeah, just what you're. Because I know you do. Now I'm really interested to hear what you're doing, because I know you're doing some very interesting things. Everything from virtual receptionists and everything else. So yeah, how about you share that for the audience?
So I'm founder and CEO of VMore, which we started Virtual Medical Office about 10 years ago, hosting practice management solutions before cloud was actually a word. So I'm the founder and CEO of VMore. I'm a certified practice manager, BAS agent, and health informatician, and what I call myself as a virtual practice architect. So I help design and construct virtual practices for medical specialists across Australia, and we provide a end-to-end solution for those medical specialists in terms of they come to us, they make a phone call, and within a week we can have everything from their telephony infrastructure, a staff member answering their phone, their practice management software configured and delivered through a hosted or virtualised platform. We do their practice management, their transcription, their bookkeeping and their BAS as well. And we liaise closely with a lot of the accountants, so we work closely with our clients' accountants to make sure that there's full transparency across not only our organisation but between us and our clients and what we do. For us it's very important because we're put in a position of trust. Not only are they trusting us to construct their practice in a safe and risk minimised manner, they trust us to manage those records in a way that manages the privacy of their patients, manages the privacy of their financial records, and in turn allows them to have the freedom and peace of mind to go out and practice medicine.
No, definitely. Yeah, that's very good stuff. You touched on a little bit on the security, I guess, in terms of, I do find that a lot of people are very or they're very scared, I guess, a little bit of the cloud. They just quickly now, how did you kind of overcome those challenges for yourself in getting more and more, your medical centres into the cloud, onto the net, everything like that?
Still overcoming them.
Yeah.
I was talking to a client the other day, and we've been doing his bookkeeping for probably 10 years, and he recently had one of his key staff members move on, and I said to him, I think it might be time